Hey, how's everybody doing? I am wonderful. Thank you for asking. I'm Lisa, and this is Crimes and Fashion, or my sister channel, Fashionistas, Felons, and Fruit Loops, where we talk about some very bad and ignorant ass people, and sometimes some poorly dressed people. Usually they all just kind of go together while being dressed to kill. Goodness, you guys, there's a lot of people live right now. Does that mean that the Fruit Loops, the Tragedy Pimps, are they like, is something happening? It's like the wire is buzzing. Hey, Mike Stevens, how are you? Oh yeah, you guys, I was so far ahead of schedule. Well, I thought, I'm not just gonna sit around here waiting for. Oh well, goodness. Well, thank you, Mike. You're my bellwether. You keep me informed. So just give me the little roundabout version of what she's doing, because I was just in another chat. Hey, Charlotte. I was just in another chat, and I literally was there for like 2 minutes, and that's rock a lot. Who, along with the glare, or who are going to be my sources for the material that I'm going to speak about. Because, like I've said 100 times, I don't watch these dirt bags. I will not watch them. I will not give them 1/2 of a second of a view. So I watch all the clip channels and, just regular channels that I kind of have some, we just have similar streams of thought on these dirt bags. So I did see the title. Rockalot's title said something about the end of the House of Williams. I mean, whether or not she's talking about a guy that likes her. Okay, okay, I'm Lisa. I'm gonna try not to take any incredibly cheap shots. Hey, Prissy, how you doing? Even though, oh God, it's so. These people, honestly, they are so damn dumb, and the things they do are just. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Okay, I think I've told y'all before. You've never seen Lisa full throttle. You've never seen me completely unleashed. You do not see what the things I say when I watch YouTube on my couch or the news or whatever the case may be. Hey Peggy, how are ya? Oh, another creator she approves of. Well, I am very proud to say that she most definitely does not approve of me, which means I must be doing something right. Okay, so in fact, you know what? Oh, Charlotte, I told her before. I'm way funnier than she is. This is what she's got. It's like a cross between a fucking machine gun and Woody the Woodpecker. Okay, that's her laugh. And people. Wasn't that a Joan Rivers thing? One of the old school comedians from back in the day. Well, back in my day, because I'm old as dirt. God, I swear it was Joan Rivers that was one of her like big taglines, but it was just, much more pleasant to hear someone who's actually funny say it. Hey, Beer Can, how you doing? Oh, Prissy, are you trying to get me killed, girl? Listen, I've already ordered. I've called Kevlar, the manufacturer of, bulletproof vests, and they said they'd have to get back with me. I wanted to know if they, made a product in a dress. It doesn't have to be a bodycon dress. It'll, just an A-line dress. I can do that. A wrapped dress, whatever. Hey, Tattoos and Unicorns, how are you? Yeah, Prissy, all I can say to that is, in the words of Jack Nicholson, in his role in A Few Good Men. You can't handle the truth. And y'all, ooh, seriously? Yeah, no. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the full truth. And, you know, I'm not looking to get my house firebombed. So, okay. So, I'm already off to a roll. So, let me slow my roll and, you know, just take care of a few housekeeping matters here. Please do not dox, harass, threaten, sue. That's for you, Betty. Anyone I mention here. Now, of course, I have no control over whether or not Betty sues you, but I'm asking her not to. And I don't have some ugly ass Staples binder, but I do have a lovely Lily Pulitzer dossier. And, you know, what is contained within the dossier? Because my dossier has pockets and a place for my notepad. So, you know, damn it, I just dropped my glasses. Pardon me, I'm going to have to do well, if I didn't have these shoes on, I would have attempted to just hang over the side of this chair and pick them up with my toes, but I already, you guys want to hear something funny? Because, you know, apparently there's a couple people on here who think I'm bougie. What they don't know is I take that as a compliment. And, but never let it be said that this girl doesn't have a sense of humor and can't laugh at herself, okay? Because I'm getting ready to tell you something funny that makes me look like an idiot. Okay. Now, you know, I like to do my show and tell for multiple reasons. I'm dressed down today. Okay, this is Monday. This is when I clean my house like a rented mule. It's what I do on Mondays. I get up, I have 12 cups of coffee, and I then proceed to do the usual Monday drudgery. And y'all, it sucks. I dust, I mop, I clean toilets, okay? So, like I said, I'm bougie, but this bougie bitch, I'm not lazy. So, I did all my little housework, and I was a little bit ahead of the schedule, but still not ahead enough to do a video, because y'all know I like to do those videos beforehand, just to tell you what I'm wearing. Well, I must confess, today I'm in my typical uniform, which is destroyed jeans, this Pink Floyd t-shirt, and now here comes the funny part. All right, these, which are some of the highest heels that I own. Damn it, I will never get used to this left is right, right is left. Okay, so you see these? These are, oh, I mean, my God, I swear. Well, wait a minute, I might have a tape measure right here. Oh, it's going to be fun times if I do. No, I don't. Well, wait a minute, one last place I can look, because I usually have multiple tape measures. Yeah, no, but take my word for it. These are lethal. These are at the minimum 6.5 inches, probably 7.5, 8. So I had them on, and I had forgotten something on the other side of the house. So, you know, I'm always in a hurry. I'm a very hyper person. I'm sure that doesn't come across at all. And I do everything quickly. So I was hauling ass to the other side of the house when I turned my damn ankle, and I'm telling you, it was nothing but sheer luck that I caught myself. And of course, my natural thought, like, now you tell me, Mike, you're not going to understand this, but all the women will. Now, ladies, you know, if you've ever tripped or, God forbid, straight up fallen out in public, you know, I don't give a damn how badly you're hurt. The very first thing, and probably the only thing you care about, is, oh my God, did anybody see me? Not that that's ever happened to me, but Okay, so there's that. So, y'all, I don't even know where the hell I was going with this. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, just because I'm bougie, that does not mean that I, you know, can't make fun of myself. I assure you, I can. But, like I said, please do not dox, harass, threaten, or Betty, please don't sue us. Okay. I have things in my notes a little differently that I'm going to talk about them. So we're going to start. Oh, hey, Danes, how are you? Oh, have you done that? I've totally. Every woman knows what I'm talking about. I don't give a damn. You could have a concussion. You could be gushing gallons of blood and need stitches, and it's like, oh my God, please tell me nobody saw me. And if you're lucky enough to not have been seen, of course you naturally jump up as quickly as you can and proceed to act like nothing to see here. I don't know what all that blood is down there. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start at the bottom of our list here with someone who, I think the bottom of the list is the perfect place for her. She strikes me as a bottom of the list kind of person. Yeah, D-lister. Yeah, I think that's the term. Yeah, Mallory, House of Williams. God, this bitch just, oh my God, she doubles down, she triples down, she quadruples down. It is St. Jude's fault. They are to blame for what she did. And interestingly enough, on one of my trusted sources for keeping up with the tragedy pimps, is Rockalot's channel. I like him very much. I've only recently found his channel, and I call it doing God's work. Anybody who I look at as a reasonable, normal, sane, intelligent person that is willing to watch those assholes so that I do not have to then deliver commentary to you, they deserve a medal. Okay. And I guess Mallory had, well, my goodness, she had some thoughts for me. And I'm sure to the disappointment of many of you, I am absolutely not going to, and I only heard what the clips that Rockalot played. I believe it was his video from yesterday. I looked at it today. And there's only one way that I know that it was me she was talking about. I am not going to rebut probably 90% of it because it's cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Kind of like what Prayer Garden of America would, because she's a tragedy pimp as well, but she's only got one client, and that's Summer Wells. And when I used to drag Prayer Garden, well, she would come up with some brilliant responses to me. And let's see, one time she said something about, just because I kept my teeth in a glass on the side of my nightstand doesn't mean she does. Oh, that didn't age well. And something else she said. Oh, she used to talk about let me remember this. Naughty ass legs. I still am not certain what naughty ass legs are. And yes, I asked, and I asked repeatedly. So much like Prayer Garden of America, because most of the thoughts that swirl around up here in her gray white matter are best expressed with, well, I don't have crayons, but look, I do have these. I have colored markers. Yeah, her thoughts are better drawn. The English language and snappy responses, well, they're not her forte. And apparently they're not Mallory's either. I'm sure she'd like you to think they are, but they're not. And I'm going to tell you, hey, oh, Queen Mother has arrived. Savage Live Media. Hey, girl, how are you? Oh, well, Mike Stevens, thank you very much. Mike Stevens, do you know what naughty ass legs are? I've never been able to get it out of prayer garden. Okay, back on track. This is how I know she was talking about me, because the video I made last week to, a little prelude to the live, I was wearing that really adorable black and white dress with a really big full skirt. And I joked around in the video about, I can't run long here because my husband's getting ready to leave and I can't get out of this damn dress on my own. I need him to unzip it for me. Well, that's because the damn zipper runs like, I mean, my God, it started at the, listen, any woman, and I guess this might be why Mal doesn't get it. Most women understand and have had this happen. Sometimes you just need a little help. But she took that as some kind of, I don't know, like personal character flaw within me. I think she was trying to pass it off like, oh, well, she's people. She's so deficient, she can't even get in and out of her clothes herself. Well, sweet pea, I'll tell you, well, no, I won't, because unlike you, who are devoid of class, Mal, you scream from the rooftops that you're a woman. Okay, great. Now you need to go work on being a lady, because no one's going to accuse you of that. All right, so that is how I know that, well, she has to, little old me with, hardly any subs, and nobody wants to watch, and nobody gives a shit what I have to say. Guess what? I guess you missed, you're clearly in the back of the class, and you've missed, I don't know, the 397 times that I have said, and I'll say it again for your benefit, Pumpkin. I'm thrilled beyond measure if there's one person who wants to watch me. And I will take 2 smart people over your however many subs you have, 20 some odd thousand, give or take, I think. Mouth breathers. I mean, I'm sure they're not all mouth breathers. I don't, oh, goodness. I shouldn't paint with that. What is it Betty likes to say? A broad brush. Betty, don't use a brush, honey. Not a broad one, not a skinny one, not a comb, not a pick, because this shit on your head, that's cotton candy. It's holding on for dear life, girl. You put a broad brush in there or a skinny brush. Not even a toothbrush, Betty. Don't do it. Don't even use these. You got 2 options. Wall clipper, no guard, or just don't ever touch it and wait for the inevitable to just, I picture if Betty goes to a restaurant, I don't know, wherever they grift. It used to be called dialing for dollars. Wherever they, hey, Fairy Dust, Pimp Daddy. wherever they get gift cards to go get their meals. Or I don't know, maybe they have a telethon right in the restaurant. Like, I picture like when Betty gets up to go to the bathroom to probably leave whoever's sitting at the table to pick up the bill. Because, I get the distinct impression she's cheap. I mean, come on. Yeah, I just picture that, like, does somebody just go behind her with like a to-go box and just pick up her hair that falls and dump it? Tumbleweed. I call it the burning bush. It's honest to God. Well, I think it was Savage's thumbnail that made me think burning bush. Oh yeah, burning bush. Tumbleweed, absolutely. Okay, so, but sorry, don't worry, I'm getting to Betty. I gotta finish with Mal. All right, so Mal clearly has seen some of my thoughts on her, and we're going to start right here because I'm not going to have my words or my message twisted. So, Mal, stop wrapping your big ass in your trans hood, okay? My problem with you, and I would say almost everyone else's too, has exactly nothing to do with what's under your dress. I don't care. I don't give a shit what you do in your bedroom. I don't care who you date. I don't care who you marry. I don't care what you call yourself. I truly do not. I don't come for you or any of these other dirtbag people because of your personal life and how you want to live it. I truly do not. I know all kinds of people in this world, and I can assure you, I'm your age, okay? I've lived a lot of life, all right? Believe it or not, I haven't been sitting around knitting in a library my whole life, okay? I've known all kinds of people that you probably be mighty surprised. So nothing I have said in the past, nothing I'm going to say now, nothing I'm going to say in the future has anything at all to do with your transhood or whatever the hell you call it, because I'm not very educated, so I'm just using what I think is the most respectful, appropriate term. In my opinion, you take a big giant ass rainbow trans flag and you wrap yourself in it, and I'm talking about the kind that flies above a car dealership, honey. A big giant ass, like a crop duster size flag. And you think and you attempt to shield your poor choices and shitty behavior with that flag, that metaphorical flag that we're talking about. That's just how I feel about it. I think you use it as an excuse to be a shitty, hateful, bitter, cruel bitch. But I am very glad to hear that you volunteer at the library. And I'm not being snarky. I tell you what, after I heard you saying that, and I'm going to take your word. I'm going to take your word for it. Well, I think I went through my notes and I went, I scratched at least a few softballs off because it helps to humanize you for someone like me, okay? Who just sees you as everything I just said. Because you and all your ilk, the Tragedy Pimp posse, you re-victimize people who are already victimized. There's not a one of you who has any special knowledge, insight. What the hell makes you people think that you know better than law enforcement? You know, screw the criminal justice system. We don't need that shit. We know. And I say that acknowledging full well that the reality of it is most of the people, God forbid, you end up being talked about on here because of something that some case. Well, chances are, you know, it all comes out in the wash. And there's a reason we have a jury system and a court system and not a fucking village idiot system. Because you all are the village idiot system, okay? You think that, why? Because your leader, well, God, sorry, I'm probably giving Betty too much credit here, but, you know, I look at BHB, JLR, who's the other one? As, to me, they're all the same person. It doesn't fucking matter. Some have better hair, some are better dressed. Not many. I don't get it. I don't get it. What the hell? Why do people listen to these people? Why do they give them their money? Do you know who I picture these people, who they would be? Hey, Jenny Jenda. You know who I picture these people being? Take this shit out of it, the YouTube. Let's pretend that, you know, oh, let's go back to when it was a simpler time, a better time, when we'd never heard of these assholes. You know who I think these people are? I kind of see them as a mashup of a lot of, well, let's just say maybe not some of society's most productive people, and anything I'm getting ready to say. If you happen to have one of these traits, I'm not talking to you, okay? In the immortal words of Benny Keys, because you know what, you guys? Listen, I'm old. I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago, but I can remember something from, 50 years ago, and 5 months ago, and a year ago, and 2 years ago. And I heard him say something one time, and I think it was probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. And he said, it's so fitting. And it was this: if you don't think I'm talking about you, then I'm probably not talking about you. So this is who I see these people as. Well, if they weren't so busy filling YouTube with their, you know, their vast legal knowledge and, you know, all their amazing life experiences and their very impressive resume experiences, well, I would think that, probably more than a few would be dragging an oxygen bottle behind them while they, you know, because I think, do you get Social Security and or welfare benefits on the 1st of the month? I'm sure it's the 1st or the 15th, like most people who get, you know, like people who actually work. I would picture a lot of these people are the ones that they're certainly broke, probably 1 week into their, you know, their platinum EBT cards getting reloaded, because if the money hits the account at 12 a.m., by 12:39, they've got their carton of cigarettes that they just purchased, their oxygen bottle. They probably stopped to get some lotto tickets, when they didn't win the big jackpot, they went to their usual place where they piss away my money and people like me who pay taxes, because none of these losers pay taxes, in my opinion. And if y'all have some tax returns that you want to shove in my face, I will gladly retract and apologize for what I just said. But yeah, so barring hitting the big one at wherever they buy their lotto tickets, with my money and your money, they then get in their car to go to the closest casino where they play penny slots and cross their fingers and hope and pray for the cocktail waitress to take pity on them and throw them a comp, a comped drink. Yeah, they only give those to the people who spend more than pennies. Yeah, I don't think they're probably members of the Grazie Rewards Club at the Venetian in Las Vegas. So yeah, there's that. Oh, y'all, trust me, I could go on and on and on, because Constance Sue may have thoughts or something to say and a chainsaw, but Constance, girl, you take that chainsaw, I will club their asses with these. We knock them out with these, and then you dismember with the chainsaw. Of course, that is all a joke, okay? Watch, one of these dumbasses, can you see it now? I hope nobody's knocking on my door. Ma'am, did you make threats? I know y'all aren't good at nuance, okay? Hell, you aren't good at getting slapped in the head. But that was a joke, okay? For those of you that are funny and those who, I don't know, think they are. Okay. Yeah, so stop shielding yourself, Mallory, in the way you identify. Because I haven't heard one person. Well, I don't know. I might have to retract. I have heard almost no people come for you. But, you referred to me, and I'm assuming other people. It can't all just be me you're talking to. And even if it was, okay, like I said, I'm not going to address 90% of what she said, because unlike you, I know exactly who I am, okay? And let me take one thing off your plate, okay? Because I know you are very busy. You are very busy terrorizing people who've lost loved ones, being a jailhouse lawyer. Did Betty charge you, or is it free? Does she give her sage legal knowledge for free, or is it like an infomercial course? Do you have to buy like some cassette tapes? Remember back in the day when you used to go to, where was it? Cracker Barrel. Remember when Cracker Barrel was only on the interstates? Oh, the good old days. Yeah, and you could trade in the books on tape. I don't think they have crayons on tape. Oh boy. Yep, shooting fish in a barrel, like I said. So yeah, let me take this off your plate, Mal. Please, sweetie, don't worry about me. Don't worry about where I'm going to end up. I'm going to be just fine. And I can assure you, I don't give a good goddamn where you end up. This is all just, listen, you guys, you take all this shit so personally, which tells me the arrow hit the mark. There is not a damn thing you or anyone else is going to say to me that's going to hurt me, right? Well, I won't say that. But the only thing you could say that would do that would be the same kinds of things that would hurt any other person in this world. Okay. Go ahead. You can sling all the insults you want at me, and let me tell you why. There's one thing and one thing only that I care about that I never want to hear anyone say about me. You will never call me dumb. And that is the only thing that matters to me. Okay? That reminds me, I was in a chat this weekend, and oh boy, I met, well, we're going to revisit that part just further down. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but somebody made a comment to me. Basically, the roundabout version of it was that I should appear on my channel without makeup and my clothes. Now, I'm assuming. Now, how was it put? That I should come on without makeup, which for the record, I have done in the past. Sorry you missed it. Because I'm sure you are the woman out there that does not wear makeup. And apparently, well, she's very bothered about my clothes. Sweetie, don't be jelly. It's not a good look. And went on to tell me that something about at first I couldn't understand it because like most of these people, not incredibly well spoken, at least not in that message that was typed. And I do realize there are things that are lost in translation when you are chatting. So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and assume that it just was awkward wording, or I don't know, maybe it was awkward reading on my part. But I read it a couple times and I was like, huh? Like I got the beginning, but the end, not so sure. But it was something to the effect of, I guess she thinks that I am that what makes me is these eyelashes apparently and my clothes. I'll repeat what I just told Mal. I lead with my intellect. All the rest of this is just icing on a cake, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I'm not, I don't think it's well, I'm not giving that. I'm giving that no more attention. It didn't even deserve that. But yeah, you can call me a mean girl, and I tell you what, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. I'll own it. Bring it, bitch. Hit me with your best shot. I know who I am. You don't know who you are, okay? I'm well aware of who I am. I'm also well aware of who I'm not. I know what my strengths are. I know what my weaknesses are. And, I don't know how long you might be new at this. So let me just fill you in on something. But I would think that, Mallory and I are the same age. I don't know why I need to explain to her that if you're lucky enough to get to grow older and then just old, well, if you've done anything right in this life here on earth, well, you're supposed to, get your shit more together as each year rolls by. Did you not get the memo? So, if you were really as confident and smart and this and funny and blah, 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 if you were really all of that, here's one thing I know, and this goes for all of you people, especially Betty. You too, Mal. I have met very few, almost none, I'm not going to say absolutely none, but very few, confident, smart, attractive, secure men or women who have to scream at you on the daily about how smart, attractive, rich, knowledgeable, influential they are. They just are. And people recognize them as such based on how they carry themselves in this world. So I see right through all of you. Betty is a wildly insecure, issue-riddled woman. And I think I just laid out most of the reasons that I feel that way. And hey, I don't give a shit. I don't have to pay her shrink bill. Here's the difference between me and all these people. I don't need to come in here and micromanage your thoughts and impressions of me. I don't give a shit. I say what I say. If you like it, wonderful. If you don't, we don't have to hang out. I do not come to any of these people's channels. I don't go in their chat. I don't leave comments on their videos. And the main reason for that, besides the fact that my God, once I walk out of this office and turn this computer off, do you think I am thinking about these losers? I'm not. You are content for me. That's all you are. You are content. I call it the YouTube circular economy. You exploit people who don't deserve it because you don't do it based on, little things like facts and proof. Just your, wild supposition. And listen, y'all aren't exactly a brain trust, okay? So it's not as if we got a bunch of brainiacs passing judgment based on their vast education and experience. Yeah, I don't go real life on people, okay? I never have, and I have no plans on doing it. And, Mallory, I'll give you this. I might have taken some cheap shots at you, but I'm going to tell you why I did it. Because you want to lead with, you're a comedy genius. You're a gorgeous, well put together woman. Blah, blah, blah. So let me get this straight. You can do whatever you want. But none of the rest of us can. And believe me when I tell you, if you think I gave you everything I've got, I didn't. I gave you what I thought you deserved. And you, like all these people, y'all spend an awful lot of time. Oh, Lord. Y'all spend an awful lot of time talking about and carrying on about things that you don't give a damn about, you don't care about. I beg to differ. I feel like because you people have found a way to not have real jobs, and I'm sorry, this shit is not a real job. It's a lot of work, absolutely. And I don't have any problem with anybody making money. I do not. But let's get real, okay? Don't sit up here and act like you're the fucking, what are you, CEO of Tragedy Pimp Inc.? No, you're not. So I think when people find a way to not have to really truly work, because listen, do you think, let me show you something. Page number 1. Well, actually page number 2, which is now 1. This is 3, which is now 2. This is 1. And this is just my thoughts on you idiots. Do you think these people actually sit down and think about what they're going to say? They don't, because they all speak from emotion. They have no impulse control. Not all of them, but many of them. Some, to varying degrees. Some have more than others. Some have more of a filter than others. Some think that being absolutely foul, disgusting, talking like a pig, she'd probably call it having no filter. I call it just being a skank. Yeah. So if I don't call this my job, it's a hobby. It's a frigging hobby. Okay? I got time on my hands and I enjoy it. It's probably it cuts both ways. I've been like this all my life. And there's been times when, it's got me in trouble. Because when I see, I'm not going to say I'm a right fighter because I hate that term. But when I see people that I think are being treated unfairly and victimized, my God, as if life isn't hard enough. That people who have suffered losses, that I'd be willing to bet most of these people cannot conceive of. And I'll go down on my knees every night and hope I never have to conceive of. I just don't understand, what kind of person are you that you want to pour salt in the wound of somebody for content? So that's when I say I'll exploit you, I will. I will drag you for filth every day if I want to. You want to play with me like you play with everybody else, you fucknuts? Try it. All you little been verified detectives out there. Listen, I've already reconciled myself to the fact I know you mofos play dirty. Because you ain't that smart. And people that aren't that smart, that's what they do. I have already blown up one channel. All of you, could you do that, Mallory? Betty, JLR, Dolly? Could any of you do that? My guess is a resounding hell no. You'd lose your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your dog, your job, your house. You idiots would stream from your fucking car until it got repoed if you lost your house. You're not famous. You're me. You're not smart. You're not attractive. You're a dime a dozen. Just like all the rest of us. Do you think I sit in this chair and I do this because I think, oh, I might be famous someday? Oh my God. No, I assure you I don't. And I already blew my shit up once. I can do it again like that. Once it ceases to be enjoyable and have a meaning, like contrary to what you people might think, I promise you, I do not come. Who have I ever drugged besides these people? I'm giving you what you deserve. And I don't give a shit what you guys say about me. Say anything you want. Doesn't matter. You don't affect me. There's nothing you will do that will affect my life. Nothing. YouTube owns every one of your passes. They don't even rent mine. I promise you, I would have 100 ulcers if I thought YouTube was my only way to make a living. That would keep me up at night, truly, because this is one of the most toxic, nasty, delusional places on earth. And if I had to rely on this like these people do, and they do, trust me, it takes a special brand of fool to not only be okay with large swaths of people hating on them for very legitimate reasons. They're not just okay with it, they revel in it. They love it. And why do we think that is? Well, it's not because they have a bunch of, high profile career options. Kind of like our friend Betty. And, any of the other ones who want to dabble in the true crime. Betty, Dolly, PayPal Mal. Yeah, all of you. Can one of you tell me what legitimate legal commentator channels have you been on panel with? I'm just wondering. Emily D. Baker, Ricada Law, Uncivil Law, any of those? Natalie the Lawyer Chick? Y'all ever appeared on those shows? What victims' rights organizations endorses you? Or law enforcement agencies? Like, do y'all work with Texas EquiSearch or something? People, wake up. They are grifters. They lie to their subs to get their money. I would welcome any one of them to come on my channel anytime they want and debate me. And you have my word. I will be nothing but gracious to you. And so will the chat. Maybe I'll disable the chat. But this will never happen. So, it's all a moot point, really. So, Mallory, you can call me and everyone else who talks about you a hater. No. I'm not a hater because there is exactly, you have this much. That's a 0. Less than one of these. You have this much that I want. What exactly would I want from you? Your house? Your hair? Your car? Your job? Your husband? Your dog? Your family? No. Your fashion sense? Definitely not. So let's dispel with that notion, okay? No, I'm not a hater. I'm exploiting you for content, for clicks, for views. I'm not monetized, so it's definitely not for money. I lose money. I lose money being on here because I'm not doing things that make me money while I'm coming on here. I don't just come on here half-cocked, running off at the mouth. I think about what I'm going to say because to me, the worst thing that could happen is for me to come in this room and have people who are nice enough to spend like 30 seconds here and listen to me with a bunch of pablum drivel coming out of my mouth like you all do. All you have to do is look at them. Look at the way they present. Have you ever, listen, there are 13-year-old boys with better and more fashion sense than Betty. And that's just the facts, ma'am. It's not a dig. My God, if she had an entire wardrobe of Salt Life, it would be an upgrade from where she is now. God dang, girl, what is wrong with you? Holy shit, the state of your hair alone tells me you got some kind of damn, something ain't all firing and connecting up there, in my opinion. Because, you know, I'm not saying you gotta like do a full beat every day. But how do you walk around looking like you do, like you're homeless half the time? And you have the audacity to sit back in that stupid ass pink and white gamer chair. You want to see my chair? I don't know if you can see it, so I'll hold it up a little bit for you. What's that say? Crimes and Fashion? Yes, I ordered that lovely chair. You know, I had the chair before I even had the channel. Girl, you got to get some damn pride about yourself. You're a hot ass mess. Call Mallory. I mean, the shit may be fucking overloaded polyester and cold shoulders, but my God, it'd be a damn sight better than what you wear. It's just, I don't understand. Listen, stupid people piss me off. Ignorant people piss me off. I don't know what to tell you. And I do not understand how these people have got people under their sway. And y'all put a 1 in the chat for me. If you, oh, I can't believe I just said that douchey phrase. Well, I'm on my way to YouTube stardom. So, you know, I need the vernacular. Put a 1 in the chat. I know it's douchey. Put a 1 in the chat if, hold on, I want to phrase this. We're going to put a pin in that one until I need to make sure I say it in just the right way. Because I think before I speak. Okay. And I'm way off message, you guys. I'm off message, and I think we're going to have to come back for part 2. Okay, hold on. Let me just regroup for a moment, please. Oh, yes. Here's a wonderful zinger that came out of Mallory's mouth. Hold on. I got 2 quotes. Mallory, I think I went over this, but it's a very important point. So I'm going to hit it again, just in case I know I mentioned the first part, but in case I forgot the second, I'm going to say it again. I don't hate you or anyone else. None of you. I don't wish anything bad on anyone. There's no ill will. I hope that you could all acknowledge that for someone to hate you, they would have to first at least very much like you. Okay? Thinking you are an ass clown who is dumb as wood, in my opinion, poorly dressed and unattractive does not equate to me hating you. Okay? So I just want to make sure we're all straight on that. Yeah, you all are irrelevant in my life. So I can't listen, y'all are gonna have to get better. You're gonna have to bring your better game and your better like sound bites. Well, boy, that sounds douchey too. Talking points. Okay, forget sound bites. Talking points. Hey, Alabama, how are you? Yeah, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to step it up a notch, okay? Got that. Mal. Oh, I'm sorry. This is kind of out of context because we've already covered this point, but it bears repeating too. Mallory, you got nothing I want. And girl, you got to tighten this game up because RuPaul, he ain't going to be sliding into your DMs anytime soon for a guest appearance on, what's that show called? Drag Race? I love RuPaul. Now, RuPaul, I would never be talking this kind of smack to RuPaul. But RuPaul doesn't do what you people do. And he's a lot better looking. Okay. Got that. Oh gosh, we're moving right along. Okay. One of the last couple things I heard Mallory say was something about how, I think it was to all the women at large in the world. I don't think it was, probably just YouTube. The hater bitches like me. We're the ones who are so jelly of all of them. Just because I hate ignorant ass stupid people, and I don't really mean hate. Just because ignorant ass stupid people really bother me, that doesn't mean I hate them. She made some comment about how she is a woman. I am woman, hear me roar. And well, she's a special brand of woman because, my TMI, sorry to traumatize you. I guess she's got different equipment than I do. I already had figured that, but she brought it up, not me. And it was, well, anywhere you can go, I can go. There's no place you can go that I can't go. Oh, really? How about the obstetrician gynecologist? Do you go there? And I'll gladly give you my place in line because, ladies, put a 1 in the chat if that's some place that you'd rather, I don't know, die than go. So, as she was off on that tirade about, oh, well, listen, people. Woody Woodpecker, that weird maniacal woodpecker cackle. Listen, people, when you go to the amusement park, something about riding the ride. You can ride any ride at the amusement park. What ride are you, Mal? I had to think on that one. When I was a kid and I used to go to the fair. Okay, so somebody put it in the chat if they have any idea what I'm talking about here. Hey, Queen Ashley. I saw you come in earlier. I'm sorry. I meant to say hi. But I'm old and I was on I can't remember shit for more than a minute. So y'all are putting ones, you don't even know what I'm asking. Okay, so what ride am I talking about from the... Well, I don't know if they have it at the amusement park, but they had it at the fair. And my God, it was my favorite. in middle school. Do you want to go faster? While Leonard Skinner was at absolute max distortion volume on the DJ's booth. What ride is that? Do, 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 do. People, come on, people. Work with me here, people. Hippie, close. Oh, I'll give you one more line. Do you want to go backwards? Oh, this shit has gone so far off the rails. I was going to give you one more clue, but yes! Savage, yes! The Himalaya! Oh, yes! And I think right next door to the Himalaya was, balloon darts. And if you hit the right amount of balloons, you could win like a cocaine mirror. Oh God, like a damn, the Eagles, and it would be smoked glass, super cheap shit. And, back in the day, people used to snort cocaine off of them. Not me, but oh God, that is freaking, I think that provided a nice moment of levity we all need. Oh, that's probably going to get clipped. Okay. Well, I can only hope. You guys, all you been verified detectives, you tragedy pimps, you doxing mofos. Listen, I already told my family. Listen, if some damn nutbag calls up and says, blah, 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 I don't know how they get their phone number. I don't know. I don't do shit like this. So I don't know how people dig into other people. I've been told that it's been verified. Well, I don't know what you can find on there. So have at it. At least several of my family members. All I'm going to say is you most definitely will not be able to just roll up in front of their house. But they've already all been put on alert that if any weirdos call telling them that, their daughter's going to burn in hell, my mom's going to say, didn't you call me last week? It's all good. Okay. So yes, as we were talking about we went from something about rides at an amusement park to, oh God, this pains me to even say it because it's so disgusting and foul, just like the person who said it. Well, we went from the amusement park to the truck stop where you can order, apparently. Now, I'm going to need to know which truck stop this is, so I avoid it at all costs. I'm thinking it might be one of those, what's it called? In Florida and going up into Georgia, they're off the interstates, and it's where you can, order an omelet and have a stripper stand real close. What the hell is that called? Is it Bear Assets? No. What is that called? Maybe that is what it's called. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Well, apparently, on the menu at one of these places is a vagina omelet. Wow. Please see earlier comment about okay, you're a woman. Now work on being a lady. Oh, Mike. I mean, I don't give a shit if you're a man or a woman. Who says something like that? Who says it? Someone who is absolutely devoid of class, manners, grace, intelligence. I mean, I could go on. It's like, I don't get this. I do not get this. And there you go. There's there's your political activist, social justice warrior, crusader, whatever. Yeah, I don't think I want her advocating for my anything. Okay, well, there we go. We got one sheet. Here's the good news. The good news is I have managed to get through one sheet. The bad news is yeah, y'all. Well, I haven't been here quite as long as I thought I was. Oh, here's something fun. Savage, this is for you, girl, since you're in here. And what would that be, you ask? That would be title chapter 8-01, Civil Remedies and Procedures. And you know what this deals with? Dolly, this is for you. You see, there's all kinds of loser people that get served or get sued, and then, you know, they have to be served. It's called affecting service of process. Well, do you really think that there is no remedy for people who, my goodness, imagine this, are trying to avoid a subpoena, a summons, etc.? There is. Because believe it or not, you know, people tend to see this kind of thing coming. And oftentimes they aren't that bright. And they think, oh, well, I just won't answer the door. F them. If I don't answer the door, they don't get me served. They can't sue me. Ooh, no, listen. I want you all you gross pimp people, I want you to look at me as someone who's here to disavow you of many of your wrong notions. Okay, so I thought, you know, listen, Dolly, I didn't know if Betty is licensed to practice in Virginia. You know, prison law school, I'm sorry, not prison. She has not been to prison. Jailhouse lawyer, which is all she is. And a poor one at that. Apparently, even her jailhouse law school is unaccredited. So, being that, and you know, I'm nice this way. I like to help educate people when I, you know, might have some knowledge of this kind of stuff. So I thought, you know, well, how did Benny put it? All of us Google attorneys. I'm not a Google attorney, bitch. I went to school for this, okay? I'm not a lawyer. I've never claimed to be a lawyer. I don't play a lawyer on YouTube. I leave that to you. But I have a real degree from a real state accredited education facility on my wall. If I gave a shit about your opinion, I would show it to you. But I'm not going to, because it would dox me. Which, trust me, I'll do it before they do, because I know it's coming. It's just a matter of time. It's how these low IQ people play. Okay, so here's what Virginia, these are the rules of, well, here in Florida, it's called the rules of civil procedure. Then there's the rules of criminal procedure, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It is the rule book that governs everything you can imagine that has to do with a lawsuit or a criminal case. Filing motions, how you file, your time constraints, blah, blah, blah. So, subject to the provisions of 8.01 through 286.1, in any action at law or equity or any other civil proceeding in any court process for which no particular mode of service is prescribed, may be served upon natural persons as follows, okay? I'm not going to read every single one. He would fall into, well, they've been trying the first category, which is delivering a copy thereof in writing to the party in person, or substitute service in the following manner, subsection A. This is the pertinent part. If such service, well, subsection A, If the party to be served is not found at his usual place of abode, by delivering a copy of such process and giving information of its purport to any person found there who is a member of his family other than a temporary guest, age 16 or older, or subsection B, if such service cannot be effected under subdivision 2A, then by posting a copy of such process at the front door or at such other door as appears to be the main entrance of such place of abode, provided that not less than 10 days before judgment by default may be entered, the party causing service or his attorney or agent mails to the party served a copy of such process and thereafter files in the office of the clerk of the court a certificate of such mailing. There you have it. So there you go. I asked Duke to text or to text you the link I had put in the chat the other day. So if you need this, just tell me how to get it to you. I don't have a community tab where I post it, but I'll be in there tonight, so I can post it I can post a link if you want in your chat. Okay. And I think oh Lord have mercy, you guys. What are y'all doing tomorrow? I'm tired of talking about these dirtbags right now. Oh, Betty, this one's for you. What's that say up there? Precedent. Yes, Betty is always droning on. That idiot actually had the audacity to lecture a sitting judge in that Idaho 4 case. Betty is not happy with her, I think it's a gag order she's complaining about. Who gives a shit? I mean, fill in the blank. It just, different cases, different gripe. No, always the same gripes, different people. And Betty said, listen, to all you Google attorneys out there, I studied the law. I know about this stuff because I studied it. I went to school for this. Well, honey, you need to get your tuition back. Betty, it would behoove you dumb bitch. Listen to me. I'm trying to help you. I have told you 1,000 times how to use the word behoove and how not to use the word behoove. And as you were lecturing this federal judge, who you know more than, apparently, of course, because you are Betty. What was the, oh, no problem, Savage. What was the quote I wrote down? Oh, it was brilliant. It came from Betty. How could it not be? You said, she doesn't agree with the gag order. She's lecturing the judge on, I would behoove you to reverse your ruling, because the most embarrassing thing in the world that can happen to a judge is to be overruled by an appellate court. There's precedent. Yes, there is. And Betty, newsflash, most judges are, well, I'll speak for here, appointed into office and voted to be retained or not. And you seem to think that the judges are only as smart as you. So you use your dumb people logic with them? Like, I don't get this. Do you really think a sitting judge needs your help? She doesn't. And not even your criticism, because it's stupid, because it's wrong. Like, I don't know, almost everything else you say, in my opinion. Judges are overturned all the time. You know why? Because even though that little thing, like this right here for Virginia, this is Virginia, but every state has rules and regulations and the way laws are written. We have Florida statutes annotated here. And when lawyers are asking for something, she is right about the fact that they do often cite precedent. Like, Your Honor, you should rule in my favor because I went to Westlaw or, wherever I do my research, and I found a case that has precedence. But what she doesn't tell you is it is not that often that a case is what they call 100% on point, meaning exact same facts, etc. So she at various times, she way oversimplifies things. It's usually that. It's usually her wildly oversimplifying because she's not that educated. She wants you to think she is. I only tell you that I have legal background because I want you to know that I'm not just a dick like her coming up here and, just liking to hear myself talk. No, I'm trying to correct when they put the wrong shit out there. I have never claimed to be an attorney. I never will. I would never. Listen, only an idiot, only a complete blithering idiot would presume to lecture a sitting judge about law. Betty, sit down, bitch. Sit down. Nobody gives a damn about what your opinion of that judge's ruling are. Because like most things in life, it's irrelevant. You are irrelevant. YouTube is the only thing that makes you relevant. And I don't know why. There's no accounting for taste. I say it all the time. I wish I did know why. Because it's scary. Honestly, y'all, this is like, to me, it's like this whole place is like some weird dystopian idiocracy. That's what it is. We are living the movie Idiocracy. And Betty would like to vote you the president. Hell, I might give her my vote. She's earned it. Yeah, so Betty's the woman who cannot use the word behoove, who repeatedly uses this word wrong. She has been drugged from Maine to Spain over it. People have told her the proper way to use it. That is a mark of only one of two things in my book. She's either that dumb or she really just doesn't give an F. Like, she couldn't care less. Listen, it's both. It's both. She doesn't care about being right because she knows she's got these people who, how many of those people you think that donate to all of these people? And listen, I don't give a damn who you give your money to. I don't want your money. I don't need your money. You give your money, you do whatever you want with it. Not my problem. What pisses me off is I pay taxes, and just like everybody else does, if you're normal. And I've got a feeling that probably in no small part, the people that give money to her, I'd be willing to bet that a lot of those people don't have that money to give. They're probably living on fixed incomes, social securities, getting benefits for one reason or the other. That would be my guess. So I don't think she don't care. All she wants is to have her pretend job. This is not a job. And if it is a job, then she needs to be reassigned another one because she sucks. I mean, I just, the chutzpah on her. And she would like you to think that that chutzpah, which it's chutzpah combined with being an idiot. And she would like you to think that that's her, firmly intact self-esteem. No way. No way. I'm calling bullshit because you don't act like her if you have confidence in yourself. I think she's wildly insecure in any number of areas. And, from one woman to another, that's too bad. Because I'm going to go back to what I said before. It takes a special breed of person to not mind being reviled by so many. So that certainly could be used. She could channel that somewhere. I mean, I am not saying that these people have no place. Of course not. But I'm sorry. I'm calling it like it is. Not like they want you to think it is, but like it is. If you are a thinking person, how can you fall for the shit they do? I don't get it. God, I just don't get it. Oh, Mike, I keep saying there's no accounting for taste. Yeah, hippie. I know. There's enough misinformation in this world. And it's one thing when it's no skin off anybody's nose, when it's just somebody's just going along on their merry way, but man, it's another when to me, these people, they do harm. They all do harm to other people. You call me a bitch all day long. I don't care. But I'll tell you what I don't do. I do not find ways to add to the burden of people who are already burdened. And JLR, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up with you, Caillou. JLR investigates. Well, I have a few suggestions for things I think you should investigate. Yeah. Who in the hell wants to listen to him? Do you know his resume? Of course you do. Everybody does. I don't need to go over it because it just pisses me off. So when I hear him, I've told y'all many times, I have not followed this Idaho case. I'm just not. I don't want another thing on my plate that I feel like that takes up time out of my day, because I'm not like these people. I don't ever just come in here and start shooting off at the mouth without having, a plan. I've always been that way. When I was in high school, I used index cards when I would have to, on the times I actually studied. So when he goes to trial, I will probably get more interested in it. But Earth, do you know that she has made it into the Urban Dictionary? And I promise you, she thinks it's a great thing. JLR, yeah, he's disturbing. My first incarnation as Crimes and Fashion, I said that he was Slee Stack Man from, do y'all remember the show Land of the Lost from the 70s? Yeah, that's what he looks like. Those giant ass eyes, like some kind of cracked out fly, the big hollows in the cheek, and the real drawn in face. And I think they have a reptile. Yeah, I Slee Stack Man. I'm really partial to the Glarers Caillou analogy. He does look like Caillou. He looks like some kind of demented Caillou. Caillou, I'm sorry. My son loved you growing up. I am very familiar with Caillou. Caillou and I used to spend a lot of time together. Yeah. Except Caillou, his head is shaped a little better. So if he was a tool from oh yeah, all these people, okay, I just called him a tool as in you're a dick, dude, you're a tool. Okay, he is a tool. And all the rest of these people, they have, you know how we say like, oh, well, this is just another tool in the toolbox. Their toolboxes are made by Fisher Price, okay? That's their toolbox. JLR. Okay, the man has no seeming human blink reflex. What in the ever-loving hell is going on with the eyebrows, JLR? Listen. JLR, I honestly, did you get a stencil? Did you go to Sephora and get yourself an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow kit with a stencil? I mean, even Walgreens, Sally Hansen. I mean, honest to God, it looks like he made his own stencil in his garage of his Airbnb. Doesn't he always have like a new house every week? I know he likes to do craft projects. So yeah, I think he got himself a stencil and someone told him that, dude, like, because you don't have any like human features, just spray some eyebrows on your face. I mean, honest to God, they're like caterpillars or something. He didn't used to have those. So he has absolutely done that to himself. I don't. First I thought, is that a damn shadow from his trucker hat? What the hell's going on there? As he's traveling the globe, dragging this poor girl Dylan. I tell you what, here's what I hope. I hope that one of these idiots says the wrong thing and that girl's family. Oh, Beer Can Island. Well, honey, I'm not as funny as Mallory, but I try real hard. I hope that her family or someone else in the same position, very unfortunately, I hope that, because it's just disgusting. He is on federal probation where he did a decade in the mental part of the prison. And this is a guy that, first of all, I want to know, how is it cool with probation for him to be like going all over the whirly bird here? And he every chance he gets, they clickbait their titles and make the dumb people think that they know something. These idiots don't know anything more than they knew, yesterday, the day before, the week before, the month before, the year before, the decade before. They don't learn. Man, I tell you what, I so hope, not that they have anything to get, But I hope that one day they are held to account. And I tell you what, if that girl's family is listening, it's real easy to find out all kinds of stuff about him. And let me tell you what I'd do if I was her parents. Yeah, her father, who this fucknut who knows nothing insinuated that her father wasn't around for Dylan's growing up teenage years. How the fuck do you know? And what business is it of yours, you piece of shit? My God, you are disgusting, vile, reprehensible. You're a waste of skin like all the rest of these disgusting people. It's so foul. Have you no shame? Let me tell you what I'd do if I was her parent. I would find out who your probation officer is, and I would make you my special project. And then I would get a lawyer to come after you for harassment, slander, defamation. Well, defamation is encompassed by slander and libel. Oh, I think he's probably done both. What these assholes need is to come up against someone. I was going to say someone smarter than them, which that's pretty much everybody, so I'm not going to say that. They need to come up against someone who's going to put them in their place. And, you know, that unfortunately probably is going to take someone with, I don't know, the power of the pocketbook. And I'm talking a real pocketbook, not your little super chat existence. Yeah, that's what I do. So, hey, I don't know if y'all are out there and I don't know anything about this idiot's probation officer, but I know people who do. Yeah, so I just wrote a couple things down since he fancies himself an investigator. Well, I wrote down a few things I think he should investigate. Leave these poor people alone. Use your vast Fisher-Price toolbox collection. Get all your little tools out. And here's the things I want you to investigate, JLR. And once you get that done, well, I'll come up with some more for you. Caillou, where did you go? Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think you should investigate how to write a resume. And how to maybe, I don't know, bury that prison experience. Like, you know, you can put all your accomplishments on top of the prison record. You know, lead with your accolades. Okay, yep, you're right. Okay, so investigate that because it's probably going to take a little bit of doing. Kiki Eyes. Hi, how are you? I like your avatar. I've never seen you before. Oh, Beer Can Island. I might know a little something or two about that. We can talk about that later. I know. Let's just say I can confirm that very easily. With a picture too. Okay, so Jonathan, get busy investigating how to, I don't know, maybe it could become a new grift. You could sell a course on how to, you know, how to bury your prison record. All right, so we got that. Investigate your missing hairline, and then maybe, I don't know, you wouldn't have to shave that shit bald every day. Do you get like, do you just use a razor and, you know, every morning in the shower? Or, because I don't see you as being the kind of dude who goes to a barber shop. If you did, you'd probably walk in and they'd say, we don't do kids here. I'm sorry, that was a cheap shot. I shouldn't have done that. But I did. Okay. Oh, maybe investigate how to make your Grindr or your Tinder profile, I don't know, more enticing. Are you an incel? Like, I don't know. I get the impression that no, you wouldn't be an incel. Or wait a minute, that's an involuntary. Oh yes, you probably are an incel. Well, there you go. Like, I don't know, Grinder, Tinder profile for dummies. Hell, I don't know. Use those skills. You're a damn investigator. You can figure it out. Oh, I think you should investigate whether or not Granimals is still in business, because your wardrobe leaves a lot to be desired. And Jonathan, I mean, I'm still not recovered from the time I saw you wearing tights in. The time I saw you wearing tights when you were harassing Donna Candace Wells. Yeah, that Jonathan, that left a mark. That you're it's going to be hard to get past that. A personality, that would be another thing. Although I may be in the minority. Apparently, there are some people who think you just got it going on. You got some swagger. You got some Caillou swagger. I have to. I did credit the Glarer for that, didn't I? I don't like to take other people's things without crediting them. Your blink response, I need you to investigate where that is and why you don't seem to have a normal human one. Oh, perhaps investigate how to make your parole/probation. I'm not sure which one it is, so I'll just say either or. How to make them love you and want to bounce you from probation early. So, God, maybe you could leave the country and you could go. Do you have a passport, Jonathan? I know. Maybe you could investigate how to get out from underneath that little condition that, if the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. Yeah, he has to produce any and all, I guess you'd call them electronic devices, phones, laptops, tablets. Maybe you could investigate how to get that condition thrown out. I don't know. I mean, if it was me, I would. Oh, can convicted felons get passports? I honestly don't know. But I would think, since he is he's a media sensation. He's a YouTube star. He's a top. My God, he's Perry Mason for the electronic age. Well, damn. Don't you think the global community could use you? Because as a resident of Florida, I would love to see you get the fuck out of here. Because y'all, these people have made me drop the F-bomb more in one episode than I have probably said in, I don't know, my entire YouTube career, this one and the last one. Oh, they always got me feeling some type of way. Listen, I don't claim to be perfect. I too am fallible. We're almost done, kids, I promise, because my sciatic nerve is starting to really scream at me. So, okay, we got the eyebrows. Yeah. Maybe investigate how to appear like a mammal, because we're all mammals. And oh boy, oh my God, that comment. I am the illusion. Wow, that is freaking hilarious. Let's just say it says that he's a power something. I'll let you fill in the blank. I don't want to get sued. Oh, he sells my pillows on the side. Does he know Mike Lindell? I thought Mike held all. Does Mike license those products, or does he buy them at the flea market? Oh, see, that's what I would picture. I'd picture he'd be the kind of guy, I mean, I'm just guessing, that might go to the flea market and buy some knockoff shit, and then, you know, something falls off a truck, Tony Soprano style, and they, you know, look, my pillows. I don't get those pillows, you guys. I really don't. I tried them. I don't get them. I don't get all the fuzz. Well, I think our time has come. Yep. I'm done, you guys. We're all done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, and my husband came home at some point. I hear him knocking around in the kitchen. So, all right, kids. I appreciate you all joining me. And, oh, we need to finish up the Oscars. I'm going to get with Coco. No, the Grammys. The Oscars are coming up. Aren't they? Don't they happen? I think they are. They're usually around Super Bowl time. So I'm going to get with Coco and see when she is available to, oh, I'm sorry, Princess Mariposa. Girl, I can't sit in this chair anymore. I'm out of words. My sciatic nerve is killing me, and I just threw my notes all over the room. But don't worry, there'll be more. Oh, thank you, Queen Ashley. I love you too, girl. All right, so come back for the Grammys. We're going to wrap that up, and I still want to talk about plastic surgery disasters. Oh, nope, wait a minute. Next on the list is Tragedy Pimp Fashion Popo. Oh, yeah. I'm going to pull some of their better looks. I think that'll be fun. Because if the listen, they're celebrities now. Y'all have hit the big time. You are YouTube royalty. You are YouTube celebrities. You're famous. You're YouTube famous. And this opens you up to, you know, if the celebs aren't safe, well, y'all damn sure aren't. So, I don't know. Invest in a mirror. And some granimals. I don't know. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I had fun. Oh, I'm so glad you laughed, Bear Cam. One last thing, I swear to God, then I'm out. If anybody wants to laugh their ass off for 2 hours on Netflix, watch You People with Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy, who, by the way, oh my God, black don't crack. He looks amazing. Listen, I remember when I think it was his first movie, 48 Hours. He was a brand new, like, unknown. At that point, he looks fantastic. And he's just got a great, the whole vibe in the movie. I just kept getting like comedian, elder statesman, kind of like a Snoop Dogg kind of vibe. Jonah Hill is hilarious. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, hilarious. David Duchovny, hilarious. I swear to God, I cried. My husband was in his office and I was watching it over the weekend, and he's like, "What the hell are you watching?" I watched it twice. I made him watch it with me the next night. So that is awesome. And HBO Max, this isn't funny, but it's a fantastic series. The Last of Us. It's kind of like an apocalyptic kind of deal, which, listen, I'm that person who could never watch The Walking Dead. I tried multiple times. I couldn't get down with it. I just don't like that zombie shit. I thought it was stupid. This, oh my God. Mark my words, that series is going to win. What do they give for TV? Emmys? That series is going to win awards for the makeup, the special effects. It's fantastic. And it's a video game, which I didn't know. I wasn't going to watch it because I saw it was a video game. I'm like, I don't play video games. But
it's really good. So, all right, there you go. There's 2 items off Lisa's favorite things. So, all right, everybody. I will be, I'll see you all. I'm sure I'll see you in the chats. Oh, I'll see you tonight at Savage Live. And until we meet again here, arrivederci. Have a good night, everybody.